and I smoked a joint today.
What kind of weed you smoke?
Something from our oh no, actually it was Bagum. It was really, really nice. We have a sativa on our bar called Bagum from Humble Skunk.
Yeah,
Very
Humble
nice.
Skunk.
Yeah.
Okay.
It always makes me think of like Lord of the Rings for some reason.
With the name?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just like, it's not like Bilbo Baggins, but I'm like, it's close enough that I'm like, it's that one in the Shire that I'm always like, when I smoke those two, I'm like,
This podcast is brought to you by the letter C, which stands for cannabis, but not Chris. That starts with a K. That's right, you are listening to nothing other than
Conversations with Chris. Welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast, Conversations with Chris. I am, of course, your host, Chris. And what we like to do on this show is highlight the cannabis industry. So I've been, trying to find people to bring on the show, and I found one right down the street from me. They're right up the street. So today I'm down here at the High Bar, located in Essex Junction. What's this road?
The Pearl Street.
Pearl Street, yeah, right off Pearl Street. You ride down, you'll see it. So the first person we have on, what do you do here? What do you do here?
I'm the manager here.
Manager?
Yeah.
And, you take care of all the everyday facilitations and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yep. One of the main things that I do is buying.
Yeah.
So I search for all the products
Okay.
and I do all the buying here.
Purchaser.
Purchaser,
Okay.
yep.
Okay.
Purchaser, manager, and I also do a lot of bud tending too. Yeah.
Okay. How many people do y'all have here?
We have two bud tenders. So there's Chrystal, who you talked to today, and then Kira. And then I'm the manager / bud tender / buyer, whatever.
Okay.
And then the owner, Nin, also comes and works like 2 shifts a week.
Yeah. So without further ado, we have Shana, who, she just said she's the manager here, purchaser. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
It's beautiful outside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love summer.
Yeah.
I'm happy to have summer.
Are you from Vermont?
I am.
Born and raised?
Not born. I was born in Boston, but
Okay.
I moved here when I was young. So
Same thing.
Yeah. I'm a Vermonter,
Yeah.
through and through.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where'd you grow up at out here?
In South Burlington,
Oh,
which
so-
is where I'm living right now too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever lived anywhere else?
I have. Yeah, I lived in Montreal for a little while right out of high
that's dope.
school. I went up to Montreal and I did like a French immersion program.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I moved back here and I've traveled a lot, but I've never really lived anywhere other than here for the most part.
That's dope.
Yeah, I love it here.
That's dope. Yeah, I mean, I've met people who grew up here, lived here in the same town, and I get it. Like, I'm from Virginia, so I don't never experienced something like this.
Yeah.
And it's very different.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's beautiful, but I will say that the winters are wearing on me.
I can see that. I like
Yeah.
the cold right now, but I'm pretty sure as I get older,
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm kind of sick of this. now."
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about you and your history with cannabis. How did you grow up with it?
I think I started smoking when I was like 15.
Okay.
Just not something that I recommend.
We do not recommend that. That's the general age for people, adults.
Yeah. So I was in high school and I don't know. I was just curious.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a peer pressure thing. It was just one of those things. I was like, I want to try it. So
Yeah.
I tried it. Loved it. And I've been smoking pretty much on and off for, I don't want to age myself, but
I get
like
it.
20 years or so.
Well, let's say 19 plus.
Yeah.
19 plus years. How was your first experience? Do you remember?
It's weird because I actually did not get high. I did not get high.
Yeah, I've been meeting people at the beginning. It was like, well, I really didn't get stoned. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I got blowed my
No,
first time.
I was like, and it was one of those things where I was questioning if I was high or not.
Yeah.
So I think like I smoked a few times and I thought I was high. And then I smoked like a full joint one day. And I just remember it hitting me like a wall,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, okay.
Now I know I am.
Yes, now I know I'm high.
That's funny. How was your upbringing around cannabis? Was it like don't do that?
No, actually, my mom was always kind of like, if you smoke weed, fine. Don't smoke cigarettes.
Okay.
And I think she would rather that I was getting high than getting drunk or doing other things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good. Like I don't want you doing nothing, but if you are going to do something, do this. Don't do none of the rest of the stuff.
Right.
So that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah, she didn't love it. She didn't like when I smoked in the house. I remember one time I had like a bunch of friends over. We were smoking in the basement and I thought she was asleep. And she came downstairs and she's like, Shana, that grass really smells.
I'm like, yeah, it's good, mama.
Yeah. So she didn't love it, but she tolerated it for the most part. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to, I don't think I've ever told this story, so if my mama's listening, I used to smoke in my bedroom, but I would turn the fan to the outside.
Right, yeah.
So I'd smoke by the fan.
Yeah.
And then I would sometimes go in the bathroom and like look at myself and be like, yeah, I'm high as shit.
When you look in the mirror and you know.
You know.
Yeah.
I used to have to ride around with eye drops because I never knew when my mother would work second shift, but sometimes she would have a random day off during the week. So we would go smoke after football practice.
Yeah.
And then I would come home, and there was a couple times when I came home and mama's car was in the driveway, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
And so there was one time I walked in the house, eyes wide open, like, hey, mama, how you doing? And she was like, hello. Like,
she knew?
She knew.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to hide it, but.
Yeah, I know. I remember like trying to hide it, and then it's like they always know.
They always know.
Yeah. Just like we'll know.
Yeah.
When our kids start smoking.
We do. Yeah. And so, how Montreal? How was that?
Montreal was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was great. So I went to the University of Montreal and I did a French immersion program, and it was great. It's like Vermont, but a city. You know.
Yeah. That's cool.
Definitely smoked a lot of weed there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Montreal once, and like you said, it's a little city.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And I remember like back then it was more prevalent, like you'd walk down the street and you'd smell it on the street, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas like here, that wasn't really happening yet
Really?
as much.
Yeah. That was one of my first experiences that I had in Vermont. When we came here, we had to go through a process, but we had was in front of one of the government buildings. I can't remember on Pearl or Main Street in Burlington, and I was holding my daughter in the carriage, and I was just looking around, and then a lady just walked past me smoking a joint.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, what you doing? She gonna kill you."
Yeah.
But this was like back in like 2013, you know.
Yeah.
Where we was, still illicit buying, selling in, stuff like that. So to see somebody just walking down the street freely smoking a joint, that was like mind baffling at the time.
Right.
So, but now, I'm one of those people.
Now it's like, yeah.
Let me get out the car and fire this
Where are you?
So the high bar. What's the meaning behind the high bar?
I think there were a couple different meanings. I think the high bar is something they wanted it to be like an elevated status, like keep it classy, but they also, the original idea was for it to be an actual bar where people could sit and smoke. They didn't realize when they envisioned the whole thing that social consumption was not happening in Vermont.
Okay.
So they wanted like stools around the bar, and that was the idea. And then it just sort of had to transform into what it is now. The owner of this store started smoking when she was, I'm not sure how old she was. It was later in life. And she started because she was having trouble sleeping. And so I believe her doctor recommended that she try cannabis. And she says it's been life-changing. And I think she really wanted to help people, have products that can help people, not just products for getting high, but yeah. That's
kind of the stigma that we're trying to beat. Is this? It's not just to get stoned anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
that is a perk. But,
Yeah.
but it's also for medicinal, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
So I send my mother salve. Like she has like the CBD rub and stuff like that, and
Yep.
she'll have tinctures and you know. So yeah, it is more medicinal. She doesn't. She's not a stoner by
Yeah,
any means.
yeah.
So, but it's good that she found it.
And there are ways of using, like the salves and stuff that you
Yeah.
can use and not get high. And
Yeah.
so I think, the owner really wanted to have something for everybody
Yeah.
and sort of focus on the therapeutic aspects of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's dope. I know me and the owner had a conversation a while back, and she was telling me how it's helped her in many different aspects of her life, not just for sleep, but you know,
Yeah.
for other things. So, yeah, it's good that she did that. I mean, social consumption can't be that far away.
I really hope it happens soon.
Yeah.
I think that the issues are going to be like driving. You know, how are they
Yeah.
going to keep people from getting high and driving? But I don't. Oops, sorry. I don't see how it's any different from
Going to
a
the
bar with alcohol. Like it's just
That's the two things that I've never been able to separate. Like
Yeah.
you can't have a place to smoke flower, but you can have a place to go drink. And then how are you going to get there?
Yeah.
Like everybody's not Ubering.
Yeah.
You know, a true is not the right way to do it, but you put that there for people to do.
Yeah.
You know, so what's the difference between smoking a joint at a establishment and having a beer at another establishment? I don't understand the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I would even argue that smoking a joint or even having like a THC beverage is a lot safer than having, a few drinks. Most people go to the bar and they have more than one drink too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's a safer alternative in a lot of ways. I've definitely used it as an alternative for alcohol. I love the drinks because it's like, when you hear the crack of like a can at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I want to have like a beer or something.
It like triggers something.
It triggers
Yeah.
something. So to be able to just have those drinks, I think those are really helpful. I've heard a lot of people are cutting out alcohol with the drinks and tinctures and stuff like that. So
I mean, it's a like you said, it's a great alternative because that's what we should do. You know what? I'm gonna do a show where I'm gonna get drunk one day and have to do all the drunk people tests.
yeah,
And then I'm gonna get stoned one day, and then I'm gonna go do the drunk test. to
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
Because
that's a really good idea.
like I'm not a heavy drinker. Like I'll sip. I like my wine, but
Right.
like a glass or two. But like now I want to like have a real get drunk. Like we're having a party. Like I'm gonna get drunk and then I'm gonna go do.
Go do the test,
Exactly.
the sobriety test.
Yeah, but then I gotta
Yeah.
get as stoned, so I'm gonna have to have joints, dabs,
Yeah.
maybe some edibles, just
Yeah.
get inebriated,
Yeah.
and then do the drunk test.
The most THC you can
Yeah,
get.
yeah, I think I can do that.
Yeah. Because I feel like sometimes, well, not with edibles. Edibles is a whole other story. But when you're smoking, I feel like sometimes you hit a point
Yeah,
where you're like,
I do.
I'm not going to get any more high than this.
I've smoked myself sober before.
Yes, yeah.
And I've been like, man, what's wrong? Like, will it start again? Like,
Yeah. I remember one 420 when I was in high school. My friends and I were all smoking, and we were like, I don't even think we're high anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when it was for me in high
Yeah.
school. We was in a car. We used to park down in like this little wooded area. You couldn't see it from the road, but if you were from there, you knew how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
You could see everything up though. So we were just sitting down there, like smoke like 3-4 blunts.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, I'm too high to drive. And I was like, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I could drive. And it was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, like I was stoned before, but I'm not
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So, yeah. But I got to hit that limit. And now, like as an adult, like I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do
Yeah.
that. I'm going to make that a podcast. We'll get to,
Let me know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get down?
I
All
want,
right.
yeah, I'll try.
All right, I'll bring like 3-4 people
Yes.
in to do this test.
Yeah. 'cause-
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at me, making ideas and whatnot. So, but yeah, let's get into the lifestyle part of the show called On Weed. And this is where, we find out, stuff about you. Mm-hmm. So first question is, you're on a 5-hour road trip. Who is the one artist that you'll listen to?
I don't know, because on road trips, I am like everything from Metallica to to like Dr. Dre and Eminem. Okay, so let me think. I think I would go with old school hip hop.
Okay.
Maybe like The Roots.
Okay, that's a good one.
Or like Tribe Called Quest, something like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
I could bump The Roots for a while.
Yeah.
I went through a period where all I was doing was listening to The Roots.
To The Roots, yeah.
Just like you said, it's that old school sound. It's nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm also really, really stuck on older music.
Such as?
I like old school hip hop. Mm-hmm. I really love Tupac. I really love Dr. Dre. I really like a lot of the underground stuff.
Yeah.
So there was like Atmosphere and A$AP Rock. So I just can't find music these days that I like as much.
Okay. Yeah. That's a couple artists that I listen to that have those styles. Mm-hmm. But, you got to search for them.
You have to search, yeah.
Yeah, they put the nonsense in front of you and kind of hide the good stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been having to search for good artists doing that. So I got a couple.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way. Like if I'm riding, I'm listening to what's gonna go from Leonard Skinner to Radiohead. To it's rare, very rare. Like I know it's like a guilty pleasure. like I don't talk about it, but I'll be like, it's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? But,
the secret stuff that you listen to.
Yeah. That's when all the rest of the weird stuff. It might bust out in a country song.
Yeah.
So, all right, next question is, you've done something bad and you're on death row. Mm-hmm. What is going to be your last meal?
Probably like a Thai coconut curry something or other.
Okay.
I like Thai food.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the one Thai food experience I had, I got sick from it.
Oh, really?
It was in Winooski. The spot in Winooski. It was a long time ago, so I haven't really ventured in, but I've been hearing people like Thai food around here.
I love Thai food.
Couple good spots around here.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What's one of your spots around here?
There's one that's right down here. I forget the name of it, actually, but it's right down on Pearl Street. That's good. And then I think the other place I like... Probably where you got food poisoning. Was it?
Probably. It was in the Circle. It was like, a long time ago.
It was probably Tiny Thai.
Tiny Thai. That was it. That was the one. Yep. Got me sick.
I love Tiny Thai.
I'm going to go in next time and be like, all right, we'll give y'all another shot.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So some Thai food. What would be the entrees?
The entrees?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this was a Thai food place. There was a place in Burlington that, what was it called? Single Pebble.
Okay.
I don't know if it's still there or not.
Okay. I walk past it going to work.
Yeah. They have this Thai coconut. It's like a coconut curry chicken soup. It has like rice noodles and red peppers and veggies in it.
Okay.
That would be my entree. I don't know about the rest.
All right.
I don't know.
That's cool.
I don't know. That's what I think of when I think of Thai food, is like that dish.
Okay.
Specifically.
What would be your dessert?
Fruit trifle. My mom, every year for my birthday, she makes me this, it's called trifle. And so it's layers of like cake, custard, and fruit. And then you put whipped cream on top.
Okay.
Literally the best.
We used to make those when I went to culinary school.
Yeah.
We used to make them have the cake. We used to brush it down with a simple syrup. We'll put a layer of like a lemon curd or custard.
Yeah.
Then put the fruit and then just layer it up and do like 3 or 4 layers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that sounds tasty.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so next question is 3 people, dead or alive, that you would like to smoke with.
Ooh. I would love to smoke with my grandmother.
Okay.
She passed away probably like 13 to 15 years ago. She was awesome.
Yeah.
She and my mom smoked together a little bit, I think. Would tell me stories of how they had this little grow operation in the basement. She would have been awesome to get high
That's
with.
dope.
Who else? Chelsea Handler. I love her.
That would be hilarious.
Yep, I know she likes to smoke.
Yeah.
Who else? Dead or alive? You know what? I'd love to get my dad high.
Okay.
I would love to get my dad high. I've never smoked with him.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a really interesting experience.
Okay, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I found out that my grandmother smoked after she passed. I heard that she smoked a while, but I was young.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really, smoke with my grandma.
Yeah.
But
right.
after I became an adult, and it's like, your grandma smoked. I was like, no.
See, that's the thing that I love about this business too, is that it's like, it's all walks of life.
It is.
It's like there's nobody that there's not like a specific demographic, really.
You're right. I've taken fake IDs and I've held the door for people who with walkers.
Yeah.
With tennis balls on their walkers.
Yeah.
Like coming in. I have this. I think the oldest person I've seen at the dispensary was 87.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
87 or 84. Anyway, in the 80s. I know it was in the 80s.
Yep.
But yeah, that's all walks.
I know, it's great too. It's like they're still doing it.
It was funny because I held the door for it was a couple that came in, and the lady, she was on the walker, but she got flour, she got rosin, and she got keef, and she was like, "I'm going to roll a joint." And I didn't help her, but I'm listening to her, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Like, she's getting down.
She getting right. So,
That's really impressive.
All walks of life.
Yeah.
So, and with the she old because you got the tennis balls on the walker. Like, they have, you got the regular walker
She's
people. You
legit.
get balls on the bottom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're old.
It's like anybody from they have to be 21.
Yeah, of course.
But
that's why I said
until,
I've taken fake IDs.
Yeah, fake IDs until 80s or 90s. And then it's also people that drive up in Mercedes and have $1 million homes probably. And then people who do not have a home. It's it's everybody.
Everybody. It's everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so grandma, Chelsea
I would
Handler.
say Grandma Chelsea Handler. My dad. That one's probably. Well,
I mean, of course, it's our fantasy. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. He could see this and be like, you know what, honey? I will give it.
I'm gonna try it.
Give me your best stuff.
Yeah.
Has he ever smoked?
He has.
Okay.
Yeah. He just doesn't
anymore,
and I think he could.
He could use it. He
He
could benefit from the medicinal side.
From the medicinal side, yeah.
And maybe a little something.
I've started bringing edibles to family gatherings now, so maybe someday.
Yeah, slide on one on accident.
Yeah.
All right, so when you're not here, what do you like to do?
I like to, if I can be outside, I will be outside.
Okay.
And that's my main goal.
Yeah.
I like to hike. I like to swim. I like to go on Vermonting adventures. Go find a nice river.
Okay, that's Vermonting adventures.
That's Vermonting. Yeah, go find a mountain and a river or both. I like to snowboard. And I have 2 kids. So busy mom life.
Yeah. Cool. I was supposed to go snowboarding for the first time this past winter.
Oh, really?
But I kind of chickened out.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to put together a podcast where we get a lot of people together.
Yeah.
And people are going to teach me how to snowboard.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be ripping down. Is that how you say it?
Yeah,
Ripping
you
down
shredding.
Shredding.
Yeah, you're ripping, whichever one.
Man, I kind of aged myself then just now.
Snowboarding is cool. I like it. I used to ski when I was younger, and I was terrible at skiing. Like, I would get to the top of the mountain and just start crying.
Yeah.
And then I switched to snowboarding, and it was so much easier. And I don't know why. Everybody says it's the opposite. Like, skiing is a lot easier, but not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did cross country, a cross country lesson. And it was like, teaching you how to move and stop and how to go.
Did you like it?
It was fun.
Yeah?
Until I woke up the next day. And oh my God.
Yeah.
And I was working out at the time.
Yeah.
So, like, was using body part or muscles I've never used before. I remember I woke up and went to sit up and I was all this, my core, everything was just in pain.
Snowboarding's like that too. You don't realize how many muscles you're using, especially in the beginning, because you're falling down all the time and then getting back up, and it's like muscles you didn't even know you had that are sore. Yeah.
It was. I said I'm going to do it again because when in Rome, or I guess in this aspect, when in Vermont, there's nothing else to do in the winter.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We have these winters that are crazy, and you have to find something to entertain yourself.
Yeah, so, all right. Chris, you're going snowboarding this year. Prepare yourself, buddy.
That's right.
So, all right, last question is, what you watching on TV?
Yeah, I watch things like when I'm folding laundry and stuff.
Okay.
I don't want to say what I watch. It's embarrassing because I'll like rewatch things that I've seen before.
Okay.
And I put it on in the background. Actually, right now I'm rewatching Friends.
Okay.
Really guilty pleasures. Things like I don't even want to say it.
Say it.
It's
say
Pretty Little Liars. It's like this ridiculous show from back in the day.
I know.
Yeah, I'll put that on.
I know one of my friends. When I had this little rap duo, little rap clique back in the day I was a part of, and one of my favorite rappers that was in the group. That was his favorite show. Was Pretty Little
Was it really?
I swear to God,
It was so ridiculous.
Name was Keith Sanderson. He went by SK.
Yeah.
But he used to be like,
Yeah.
All right, we got it because he used to come on. I think Tuesday or Wednesday nights at the time.
Yeah.
Where it was like new.
Yeah.
And he used to be like, yo, we got to wrap it up because Pretty Little Liars is coming on. I'm like, man, you weird.
But like, I try to watch things that don't, like, I started to watch Euphoria.
Okay.
I could not watch it.
They said it was a strange show for some adults.
Yeah. But it was like, it's so sad,
Yeah.
So if it's, I just don't want to watch anything that's going to make me sad or like too in my head.
Yeah.
I like to really disassociate when I watch TV.
That was Shameless for me.
Yes.
Like, I had to go take a nap after I watched the episode.
Yeah.
It was too much.
It was intense. Yeah. I watched Shameless. So now that I'm older and I feel like my brain is so filled with so many other things, I'm like, I just want TV to be an escape.
Yeah, exactly. Let me watch some alien shit. Like, well, that's becoming a reality now.
Yeah.
So, well, look, Shana, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah,
really
thank you.
appreciate it. It wasn't that bad, right?
No, not bad at all.
Great conversation.
Not painful at all.
That's
No,
it.
it was awesome.
Some people would be like, I don't want to do it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
man, you just doing what you do every day.
You just chat.
You're just chopping it up.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, I'm going to get Chrystal on.
Okay, awesome.
Or I'm going to get Chrystal on, and we'll be right back. We are, how can I say it? I got to say I was going to say something else. Instead of, we're back with our next guest. So, yeah, all right. Our next guest.
We up and we lifted.
There we go. All right. So, Chrystal, where did we meet? Was it here?
I know. Yeah, I think you came in and we had a conversation because
did.
you were saying that you did your podcast.
Yeah.
And I was really happy to advocate for that because I'm starting mine. So I was
Exactly.
like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was here that we met. And like I said, I've been lining up guests to come on the show and whatnot. So she also has a podcast. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. And so without further ado, we have Chrystal, who is a bud tender here at the Hot Bar.
Yes.
So how you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
You look nice.
Thank you.
You got dressed for the show?
I did. You know, it's a little occasion. You got to put your best foot forward.
Get the fits on.
Exactly. The threads are important.
So hell yeah. So let's talk about you and your history with cannabis. How long have you been consuming?
Actually, funnily enough, I feel like I've been consuming cannabis for a short time. It's been like 5 years. The first time I smoked, I was 20, and I'm 25 now. So it's literally been like 5 years of my life. But I mean, I was always like really scared to smoke, and I was like, I can't. Yeah, I grew up in like a really strict household. Don't do this, don't do that. So I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna smoke. And I didn't know that my friends were smoking cannabis in high school, and they just didn't tell me. But honestly, kind of saved my life. And then when I was like getting older, I was like, well, I want to see what the fuss is about. And I never really cared for drugs. Like I'm not a big drinker, not a big smoker. I didn't really like have the urge to do it. But then I smoked cannabis, and I was like, I could do this. I can
enjoy this.
Right? And so since then, locked in. I like cannabis. Of course, I'll do like a tea break every now and then, but I'm just like locked in. Yeah. Probably do that for the rest of my life.
I did a tea break at the beginning of the year, and I'd say a tea tolerance, because I ain't going to break. Like I still, eat an edible every now and then.
No, I don't do that though. It's one of the hardest things, but I will always stop like cold turkey.
Like
and usually right around my birthday. Because I'm like, all right, the time that I'll break it is like at my birthday. So I'm like, all right, celebrate it. And I always get high as heck on my birthday.
That's what happened. I lowered it for 2 weeks, and I was at the crib doing a paint and sip, and I was like, I was just by myself. I was like, all right, let me smoke a joint. Yeah. Went outside, didn't pay attention to what I was smoking, just grabbed some weed, went outside.
Because you think your tolerance is chill, but then you get smacked.
I was fried.
Exactly. My last tolerance break was, my birthday's towards the end of the year, it's November. So my last tolerance break was around then. Yeah. And when I had broken it, I was really excited. And then I remember I had my headphones on, I kept trying to turn up my music, but nothing was playing. And I was really like, why can't I hear my music? But there's nothing playing. And I was like, oh. All right, yeah. I love to read when I'm high, though. I love reading overall, but reading when you're high is like, I feel like I kind of lock in. Because in the same way that you can kind of get like stoned and you kind of just stare at nothing, it's the same way you kind of get locked in a book and you in the story.
Yeah, just standing.
Yeah, I really love reading.
That's dope. Do you remember your first, it was only 5 years ago. But
absolutely. It was actually very funny.
Yeah, did you get stoned?
Yeah, because my friend at the time was a really big stoner, and she was like, hey, you want to smoke with me? And I was sleeping over at her house at the time, so I was like, why not, Yeah. And they were like, yeah, you can hit my bong. So, not smart. But she was like, we can try my sleepy time weed. And, like, I was down to try it. So, I was like, okay. So, she filled the bowl for me, ripped it, and I was like, nothing's happening. She was like, okay, we'll do another one. And lit it again. It was, in fact, sleepy time weed because I could not get up from the couch. Like, I was like, whoa, I'm, like, locked in. And she's like, yeah, you're high. And I was like, wait, I need to brush my teeth. And she was like, okay, let's go to the bathroom. And, like, for the first time, I remember looking at myself in the mirror and, like, eyes, everything. And I was truly, like, high. And I was like, wow, this is different. But I went to go brush my teeth, and I was thinking about brushing my teeth instead of brushing it. And I had to put my head on the faucet to brush my teeth. And I was like, what is this? And she's like, it's my bedtime weed. That's usually when I want to go to sleep. And I was like, I feel like my entire body is just like melting right now. And she's like, yeah, we should lay down. She was so happy for me. And I was like,
it works.
Exactly. And I was like, what the heck? But then I feel like because of that, I was really like, it's more like personal preference. But I was indica smoker heavy when I first started smoking, and I was really down for that because I wanted the body effect. I wanted my body to just like shut down and do like the 404 arrow screen where it's just like, you have no function. I'm like, this is very nice.
This is what it's supposed to do. Yeah. I don't need nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of just wanted to be like, that was nice. Yeah. And then as I started to smoke more and like shift into the day, then I started to care about like what strains I was smoking and like why, and like keeping like track of them because like I need functional smoking ones. And like sometimes you smoke something not functional.
Yeah, that's the joy of weed nowadays. Like you can pick what kind you want. Yeah. Like you can have something that's gonna you can run a marathon on, and you can have some that you're literally going to do nothing but stare.
Exactly.
You know, and there's a good balance in between. You can find your flavors, you can find your, you know, everything that you want, your terpenes. We had somebody come in come into this dispo, and it's like he's looking for linalool, like in a dab specifically. It was like, I want this. So we had to search for it, look through it, and everything.
Yeah.
So
That's why I think we should really be getting into terp science, because like as I start doing my own research, I'm realizing I think like high anxiety and high stress comes from terpinolene. I tell people like if they get really anxious, I'm like, try staying away from this and see how you feel about it. This is not an exact science, but like I have found that a lot of high stress comes with terpinolene and pinene, especially that alert feeling can like really trend badly for some people.
Yeah.
And like linalool is really, really nice. And linalool, humulene together, to me, very nice. I like anything that smells sweet, and I thought for a while, I was like, it's not myrcene. I don't like myrcene. It might be myrcene, but I don't know what it is. I feel like there's something, like that Punk Rock Girl smells to me. Punk Rock Girl and Long On both have the similar smell.
Yeah.
And then there was another grower, Peter from Little Dipper Company. He does the Bubba Cheesecake, and they smell so good together. I'm like, all these have the same thing. And I don't know if it's myrcene. I feel like it's a sweet thing, but it's not myrcene.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is.
I feel like everybody has a different, like, effect on different terpene.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody. Body.
The body, though.
And that's what I've learned. Like, it was funny because I had a customer come in and they said that it made them feel like this specific weed made them feel sleepy. And a person that came in right after was like, I love this weed. It's like my daytime smoke. I can function on it. And we're like looking at each other in dispo like, it's crazy, but it's just, like you said, everybody is just different.
Yeah. I mean, like in slight research, I have found like they've discovered the endocannabinoid system in your body, like through cannabis. And it's the thing that like helps with homeostasis in your body. So it triggers when you should sleep and when you should eat and like certain things of like, oh, it's time for me to do this. Like it interacts with that system in your body. So for some people, it's like, oh, you need to eat now, or you need to sleep now. But like we're saying, everybody processes that differently. So you could get one thing that's like, I'm awake for this. And another person's like, oh, that put me right to bed. And like, I don't know, like there's one strain, green crack, if I ever need to get something done. And it doesn't matter what the percentage is for that one.
With the green crack.
Right, green crack is like different.
You can, that green crack and the Loma Prieta.
The what?
Loma Prieta. I had that from Emerald Vision. And like I smoked it in the wintertime. I didn't have a plan. I was just, let me figure something out for dinner. Roll a joint, smoke. I was like, I want to grill. Got my meat ready, did everything, shoveled. Like it was.
You had everything.
I had everything planned. I shoveled like a perfect box, and I got halfway through, and I'm like, "Oh shit, this is." Like, at the time, I wasn't aware of what it was. I'm like, "Oh, this is a sativa." I just kept going. Like I had the lines perfect in the snow. Like I was like lifting it up. So,
not for real though.
But yeah, like that's cool. Like you said, everybody's different though. So, but back to this podcast. Let's talk about it. What you got going on?
So I'm a psych student, and I'm really, really into that, like learning about psychology in all of its different forms. And I really feel like at some point we should be prescribing cannabis and mushrooms at some point, but further in as they do more like research into it. But like you're telling me that something impacts how your body literally deals with homeostasis. And a lot of things, like I'm really into somatic therapy, which is more so like bottom up thinking instead of top down. So talk therapy is when you would go and sit and talk to somebody like, these are my problems. And then somatic therapy is like, here are some breathing exercises, here are some physical things you should be doing with your body. And a lot of times I don't think, this is personal opinion, but I don't think people are genuinely, yes, you can get addicted to cannabis, but we're more so addicted to the breathing action of it. Because a lot of meditation, a lot of things is genuinely just a breathing practice. And then you're tying it with smoking. Like the hand to mouth habit is something that really locks it in. And then you're doing a breathing practice, and then you're smoking something. That's a lot of reason why people will stay addicted to something, because of all those three things together. And the more that I learn about cannabis, the more like, I want to do this. And my podcast kind of came from that, of like, I like learning about these things in a range of different things, like spirituality and all these other things. And a lot of people use cannabis for spiritual ceremonies and spiritual practices. So I was like, what is this actually? Instead of just like fun and games, like, yeah, we're smoking this for fun, but I'm curious. And it kind of just like triggered something in me. So I've released my podcast called The Inquisitive Magi, and I'm just into that type of thing. Like Magi is like someone who's just into knowledge and scholarly knowledge. Obviously, I do have a Christian background, but not practicing anymore. And in the Bible, there was like the 3 Magi, and they were really into astrology and those type of things. I think that's just a really cool way of thinking of like understanding the world through a bunch of different mediums. And I think that cannabis shows up in so many different places. So we should really just try and see what was it that we were doing somatically, therapy-wise, spiritual-wise, that makes this plant so important. Like a lot of people grow it, a lot of people smoke it, a lot of people like it.
Yeah.
So like why? And like why should we care about that? And I think that just something we should prescribe. It is medicine. A lot of people are medicating with this.
You're 100% right. There's a reason why we can go to doctors and they're like, okay, this is your script.
Exactly, try this.
Yeah.
I literally had a doctor like, have you tried cannabis? And I was like, yes, of course I have. But I feel like, they're like, you might want to stick to that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay. For some people, it really does work, but then I think it's important then to do tea breaks and like to take an actual break. Because if you're doing it for self-medication, you need to take a time where your body can reset and then come back to center. And like, now as I'm getting into it, like I do want to start smoking less and like look more into edibles and different things. But then like we're saying, every body is different. I don't think I process edibles the same way. Like I go to sleep and I wake up the next morning like Cinderella, birds around my head. I had a great time, but I don't get a high. And I'm like, my body's like, oh, this is trash. We'll just throw that out, right? So nano tinctures are really cool, and like learning the difference between those processes, like because that's derived with alcohol, but then knowing, okay, well, I can't sell that to someone who is doing a sobriety thing, and it's like, okay, well, how does the body best absorb this thing? And I think just my curiosity and wanting to know is the thing that is just pushing me to do my podcast. I just want to learn things and share with people because I don't think that you don't know everything. And I think the more that you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. And like the only thing that I'm afraid of is being an ignorant fool. Like I don't want to be ignorant. Okay. And the more that you learn, the more you realize there's so many, like there's a lot more to learn and understand. And I think finding common threads between things and people and just practices is the way that you'll find at least some sort of truth or like something that you feel like, yeah, this is real. I can trust this. Yeah. And that's really like why I feel so strongly about cannabis. Because I'm like, this actually changed my life. I've watched it change other people's lives. It's really, really important. And even if you're just doing it for fun, I feel like some people like to shame you for like a hedonistic pleasure, but it's just like, I do want to get high. I do want to have fun. Yeah. Why is this something I shouldn't do?
How do you not know that I'm not medicating and I don't know I'm not medicating? You don't know. I might not know. So, but this is.
But even if you weren't, I smoke weed.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But yeah, let's get into the next part of the show called Weed. This is where we ask you, lifestyle questions.
All right.
So I'm gonna keep it short because we running the numbers up. Right?
Yeah. I'm a yapper.
But you're on a road trip. And you have one artist to listen to. Who is it going to be?
I really feel like I could do Beyonce from like the top to the end. I'm telling you, I could. Oh my God! Like, and if we put Destiny's Child in there,
that's what I was about to say. If you're going to take Beyonce, then you got to have the Destiny's Child to build up to the continuation
all the way through. I'm telling you, I could do album per album per album. Like,
okay.
Or SZA. But sometimes I feel like SZA be getting me down a little bit.
All right, she has some good get me down songs.
Yeah, but then you can't be kicking a bucket with, like, commiserate with me, and we all just over there kicking a bucket like, we sad. Nah, girl. But listen, I'm not shit. Sorry.
No, you can cuss like motherfucker.
Cool. I'm not shitting on her. Like, I love SZA. I'm one of her top listeners. But sometimes I'm like, girlfriend.
Yeah, give me something.
Come on.
Give me your happy.
Right? Exactly. Give me your happy, girl. Give me your happiness. Yeah. But I am a really big R&B fan, like R&B, neo soul type of vibe.
Yeah.
And I'll do anything oldies. Like, I'm a really big jazz fan. I'm getting into jazz a lot now. Jazz Fest just happened.
It's called Entrance Music. It's a jazz album. Rev from Sunset Lake put me on.
Oh, nice.
I was one of his, like, when I asked him, I was like, what are you listening to? He was like, this is what.
Yeah.
And he was like, the album just dropped. And so he said he has it on, I think it just dropped.
Yeah.
Well, it just came out last year. But it's called Entrance Music. It's Okonski. And it's I can definitely tell why it's been on repeat at his crib because it's just so smooth, so nice. It's great. It's good music.
Yeah, I'll do Like, I like smooth jazz for real.
Yeah.
And I like people who rap over jazz beats. Like,
Yeah.
those are my favorite types of rappers.
Okay.
And then I'm also really getting into Hispanic music. Latin music has been like a obsession recently.
Really?
I'm telling you, I'm about to learn Spanish through this music. I'm telling you, the immersion is insane. Me and Bad Bunny, locked in. There's this other girl I started listening to, Nathy Peluso. Great song. She has this song called Mal Portada.
Yeah.
Sensational. Anything with horns in it, like that's why I'm the horns, like the jazzy sound or like the loud brassy noise, I'm down for it.
Yeah.
And then of course I'm West Indian, so I've been getting into soca a lot. And soca is not the same as reggaeton, and like every island does different music genres as well. So it's like I'm really, really down for it. So I've been listening to that.
Okay.
Right.
I got a couple Spanish songs on mine.
Now we got to get you in.
Well, it's because of the girl at work. She's Asian, but she listens to Spanish music all the time. And when I first seen it, I was like, that doesn't make sense. But then I started listening to it, I'm like, let me join this jam so I can like this song. I don't even know what they're saying, but this shit a bop.
Okay,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
random deep cut, Japanese jazz.
You know, I've been
That
listening.
shit slaps.
That was one of my first jazzes that I got into. It was like, like I got on my playlist, like I have a bunch. I can't even pronounce their names or the songs. But
I don't even know what I'm listening to for real. It's
I
just the
don't.
kanji, and I
It just
see, I'm
sounds
like,
good. This shit sounds amazing.
all right.
That's it.
It's a whole lot of action.
Yeah.
There's this one show, like I'm an anime fan. There's this one show, Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Phenomenal music.
I watched Cowboy Bebop back in like 03. My roommate when I was in the military.
Yeah.
I was like, you always watching cartoons, and it was like 3 dudes in the room, and they all looked at me like, "What the fuck you saying?"
Exactly, that's offense.
And I was like, "Watch this."
No,
and Cowboy Bebop was, I think, the first one they put on.
Yeah, and it's short one. It's 24 episodes. I love anime like that. This 24 episodes. Like, here's a story. We're gonna pull on your heartstrings, make you question some things about your psychology. Wrap it up. Good to go.
That's
Go
it.
with God.
Go figure the rest out.
Right? Live your life, and you're like, I'm
Until
actually
the
kind of
next
changed.
episode.
Yeah, no, I really do. I do like anime, and like I feel, especially now that's getting into mainstream. I feel like when I was younger, people were like, "This is nerdy," and I'm like,
Yeah, I was one of them.
Yeah.
Hands down. I was like, you watching cartoons? Like,
"But let me tell you something."
but then when I watched them, that's when I was like, Dragon
There's a
Ball Z
show-
was kind of fun. Like, it was like, oh, that's how you. Only problem I had with Dragon Ball Z is the extended pauses. They'll just be sitting there looking at each other.
Will Goku throw the spirit bomb?
Yeah, they just
Find
like-
out next episode on Dragon Ball Z.
They had three sentences in the whole show.
And then Goku just standing there doing this the whole time.
Will he do it? Find out. I'm
And like it's like everyone's dying while he's in the corner powering up, and you're like, okay, you're gonna power up for like 5 episodes. We're waiting.
We're waiting. So,
But I will say the new age anime, I'm really appreciative of the art and like different art styles I really like. And I think that they explore really deep, uncomfortable psychological themes. And people don't clock that. Like there's one, like Demon Slayer is one that's easy. Story comes in and out. You're gonna go fight a bad guy, demon evil. You get their backstory. Oh, poor them, they die. See you, man. But like other times, like there's this one show I watched called My Hero Academia.
okay.
Seemed very
Heard of that.
childish. Seems very childish at first, and you're like, oh, this is cute, whatever. And then you get to like season 3, people start dying. Season 4, people are dying. And in season 5, you get backstories on the villains. And when I tell you watching, like my skin literally just crawled. When I tell you watching the backstories of those villains made me so deeply uncomfortable, it shows you how society can fail people and like how people can have real deep issues that like, how do you meet this need when you're also looking at a psychological issue that you are uncomfortable with? And it's like, how do you parent a child that has a deep issue?
Listening to you talk about this just kind of like lines up with your podcast. How like you're like you look deep into it. And it's funny because Shana was like, I just want to disconnect. You're like, no, let me connect.
Let me
with
lock
this
in.
shit. Let me lock in with this shit.
Exactly. I wanted to be a film major for a hot minute because I wanted to do real representations of like life. I feel like a lot of times with the people who want to dissociate or don't want to clock things for real, seeing yourself in media is really, really important. Seeing how other people behave and interact and having realistic like impressions of that. I mean, like we're both Black people.
Yeah.
Being able to see myself in media more and more and more as time has passed, from like time around the Friday and things like that were really popular and it had to be like comedy movies.
Yeah.
A lot of times producers had to make like a slave porn movie before they could make a funny movie, before they could make a movie that centered on something that was more so about happiness and joy. Like we had to be like, oh yeah.
They had to make something that was more palatable.
and centered not to somebody else's gaze.
Exactly.
And then they can make something from
and then they
art.
can make something.
Right? Like, look at how Ryan Coogler had to do Fruitvale Station before he could get to anything.
Yeah.
You know? And Fruitvale Station is powerful.
It is.
I'm not trying to watch that as black. I'm not trying to watch that.
So I came in somebody was watching. I came in at the end of it, and like it was like in the middle.
Yeah.
But it was towards the end.
Yeah.
Like I got locked in on it, and that movie pissed me off.
Right. They had my cousin out there watching Roots in public school for the first time, and when he started going crazy, it was like they were like, "Oh, we need to send you to anger management."
Rosewood, I think it was called. I think it was called Rosewood, where it was a movie where a woman was having an affair with a man. It was a white woman having an affair with a white man, and she didn't want her husband to find out. So he was like, "Look, you need to leave your husband." She was like, "I can't," and so he beat her. And so then to cover up the guy, she said a black man had raped her. And they went through the whole town killing.
And blew it up, yeah.
But there was like this one guy who was like, the savior of the town. Yeah. Blah, blah. It was Ving Rhames. So he was running around on his horse like, "I'll kill any motherfucker." Yeah. So I was in there, he's like, "Yeah, get him. Get him."
That was me watching Django Unchained, though. That was funny.
That's one of my favorite. That's the one I put
That's the same movie I watch. That's the same movie I watch.
I'm like, you know what? Today ain't feeling good today. Let me watch
Throw that on. Exactly correct.
Hey, man. So next question is, you've done something bad. You're on death row. What is going to be your last meal?
Ooh. All right. Actually, all right, I'm gonna assemble it. I need plantains on the plate.
Okay,
plantains got to be on the plate.
Yeah.
Some sort of rice and bean, kidney bean. Okay, well, all right.
Yeah. Okay, we putting something together now.
I'm thinking about the dishes I want. You gotta have that. Ooh. Do I want?
What will be the protein?
Right. I'm thinking right now. I'm like, do I want seafood or do I want an actual protein? Actually, I am an African Caribbean girl. Curry goat.
I was gonna say, like, I thought this would be a lot easier because you are from West Indies. So I'm like,
I didn't know if I wanted like West Indian food or African food. And I was trying to think of like a plate that could assemble both of them.
Both of them.
And I was like, actually, I lied. Curry goat. There's something that comes out of me. I don't know what it is, but that is my dish. I don't even like to eat red meat for real anymore. But curry goat,
it does it for you. It'll do it for her. Okay.
Telling you. Curry goat, oxtail, exactly.
Roots in it.
And you say, wait, stop. I'm telling you. It's like,
I will never, but I will.
Okay. Like, I don't know. I've done like diet things before. I've been pescatarian. That was fun. I don't mind like just challenging myself and see if I can eat differently for a while. But like, I don't really hold myself to it. I'm just like, all right, I'll try it for a little bit and see if I like it. And it seems kind of functional. It just happens in my life. And so when I was at school, I was a pescatarian for a hot minute, and that was fun. But then Christmas time came around, and I went to my friend's house for Christmas because I didn't go home, and their parents had made sheep, black belly sheep, and I was like,
black belly sheep.
They were so cute. I felt bad every time I saw one in the road. I was like, oh, I ate one of you for Christmas. It was so good. I felt bad, but it was good.
Look at you looking all cute and tasty.
They put one of your cousins in the pot last week, and it was good. And I felt bad, but it was really, really good. And then
it was a fine balance. I felt bad, but I was full.
I'll tell you. And then I forget what this dish was called. But when I tell you, even like it was like a lasagna, but it had a sweet corn bottom, and then they had done like a salt fish, like tomato, like they had made some sort of chili thing, and they put it out on top. You looking at me?
What's their nationality?
It was in Barbados.
Oh, okay.
So their national dish is cuckoo and flying fish. And that slaps. But the way that they make cuckoo is different from the way that Africans would make fufu. Yeah. And as a child of both, I'm a fan of fufu. Yeah. I like a thicker texture. Because some people are serving cuckoo with the ice cream scoop, and I'm not a fan. But sometimes you could put okra and like different things in your fufu. I mean your cuckoo. Yeah. So cuckoo and fufu are not the same.
I'm not a fan of okra. Maybe it's the way it was made for me when I was younger. And I was younger. Maybe if I had it now, it'll be different.
My mom would make okra for me because I also am not a fan of the slime. Yeah. And she would always put some sort of lime in there, and it really cuts down the slime for real. Like, you cuts it down. And like a tangy okra, Get out of here. Get out of here.
Maybe.
And every African dish starts with tomatoes and onions. So tomato, onion, put that in the pan, fry it up, put your okra in there.
Yeah.
And you could always just add a little lime on top. But I could ask her. I always let my tomatoes and onions reduce to give me like a little slurry.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw my okra in there and fry it
dig
up.
that.
Good-ish.
Yeah.
Telling you.
Okay.
Telling you. And then just spritz a little lime in there, but not too much. You don't want to be eating a lime.
Yeah.
You want to be eating the okra, but it does cut the sliminess.
Yeah,
It's a thing. I didn't like that either. But yeah, I will stand firm on that. My final meal will be curry goat, and you can send me to God just like that. Put some plantains on the plate, rice and beans.
I'm ready.
All right, I'm good.
I'm ready.
Honestly.
Hey, that's funny. All right, so next question is, when you're not doing this, what do you like to do?
Obviously, I'm very into media, so I'm a big fan of watching, reading, and it's more so because I'm really into psychology. So I like to study that. But I also started my own UX business, so I've been doing that, and I'm getting really, really
Your own what?
UX business.
What's that?
So UX UI design can trend to more computer things, but I see it more of designing a customer experience, or designing a user experience, which is what UX is. So I've taken certifications through Google and IBM, which was interesting. But I feel like I'm not necessarily a computer person, but I do want to curate experiences for others. So the idea of creating events, which you came to, I was doing cannabis events where I come together, we listen to a music album, because everyone's buying cannabis, but after that, you go home. So what are you doing? And it's building communities, I think, is really, really important. Everyone's buying cannabis, so we all like to listen to music, let's do that together. We all like to watch movies, let's do that together. And so building a community where you come to the store, you come to the dispensary, hello. And we also have our own brand, and we have our community, and we're making sure that if you buy cannabis from us and you buy cannabis from so-and-so and whoever, everyone around should know who the dispensaries are, who has what. Because no one's going to buy from the same dispensary. Some people are loyalists, but if they're looking for something that's good, it's yeah, you can shop here and you can shop here and you can shop here, but we are building your community experience. And that's different. And so I think that UX for me is what I want to apply to cannabis, is just start to build experiences for people and just by and large create communities, because especially right now, I think communities are really, really important.
Very important.
And it's
especially because we've been I guess through COVID, we had to be so separated, and then they became our lifestyle. I don't want to deal with nobody. And
convenience is the way of all right, drop it off at my house. I don't want to see you.
Yeah.
Type of vibe. And I think that people don't really understand, especially now in this day and age with all this tumultuous stuff that's going on. You should know your neighbor. You should know who it is. And what better way to build than around shared interests? I'm not gonna be mad. You smoke weed, man? All right, that's cool. I saw you at the dispensary. I saw you at the other one. I saw you the other day. You should know who's around. Because when stuff starts popping off, you should want to know, oh, yeah, man, you're cool. I can trust you. A lot of times especially you're saying since COVID, we separated and you don't know who's who. And I think building around the people that are around you so that you know who your resources are and where you should go if you should need help. Gas is getting real expensive. People are going to start carpooling. Things are happening in this world where it's yes, we
have to come together. Yeah.
And it's what better way to do that than around shared interests? In Burlington, they'll have musicians that'll come down to the wireframe all the time, just jamming out and playing music. And people will come together.
I got a video on my phone. I was walking down by the waterfront, and we were walking down by the waterfront, and I think it was obviously on the waterfront. I just don't remember where. We was walking towards the back, and all of a sudden I heard music.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's follow the music. And then I walk up, and it's guys.
Yeah.
No, it was 7 people there.
And they're just jamming, right?
It was going crazy.
Exactly.
And I'm looking around, and I'm like,
Nobody's
here. Y'all just, beautiful clouds, sunset, Lake Champlain, 3
jamming
dudes
out.
just killing it.
I was down there yesterday. That's exactly what was happening. I was like, this is what we should do.
Damn, I need to go down there more
I
often.
spoke to them. There's the person who organizes it. I think I have their number. Their name is Emmett. This just reminded me. I need to speak to them.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you saw them, the person with the blue hair. Usually plays,
remember.
I think they play either the bass or guitar, but I can't remember.
I think they had a hat on that day.
Yeah, all right.
I'll look at the video later to see.
But yeah, they organize it, and I'm like, this is important. We should be hanging out here. This is a great time. Come smoke weed, talk to people, meet people, do your thing. That's why I chose a tea house. Come sit down, take your shoes off. We can go step out, smoke, then come back inside, do our thing. We should be building experiences. And I think it's important to know who your people are.
Facts.
We're in a community. We need to know that.
Yeah.
And social media is not social. It's the antithesis to that. It's the exact opposite. And I feel like, yes, it's important, but we should be using these things to get connected. Like, yeah, we all meet on social media, and then afterwards, then what? And I think a lot of businesses are seeing that. Like, you get people interested on social media, but are they coming into your store?
Yeah.
Are they buying your weed?
I can dig that.
Do they care? And it's like, you need to differentiate yourself by explaining what your interests are. What's your personality? Like, the reason why I like working at the high bar is because we are women owned. Because we do focus on the fact that, like, you don't need to come in here and get stoned. Like, you want to go to sleep? I got something that'll knock you out.
Yep,
but I
what
also
you
have
mean.
something that'll help you go into sleep. You don't need to get stoned. There's some people are like, what's your lowest THC? That's a question I get a lot.
I like that question.
Mm-hmm.
Like the majority of them is, I just want to give me the highest numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that low stuff don't work for me. And I'm like, I guarantee I can get you
Exactly.
some, I guarantee this 18% will knock you on your
Exactly.
sides. No, I don't want
But
that.
I feel like people, THC is not the most important thing. And a lot of people think
Absolutely,
that it is.
it's not. That's
the
what it is.
entourage is very important.
Yeah.
And the THC being higher than the THC is what I look for.
Yeah.
I'll smoke anything. If the THC is higher than the THC, I'll smoke it. I'll try it. Because I know that I'm probably going to have a really good, fuller type of smoke than if THC is way higher and the THC is low. It's like, I want the cannabinoids in there. I want a lot of active things in there.
Right.
And the more colorful the flower is, and the more smelly it is, like, ooh,
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Okay. What's your favorite smell?
I think the sweeter smells, like sweet earthy smells, like the earth just made cookies and it
Okay.
tastes dirty. Like I'll make hash butter or like I'll infuse coconut milk with it.
Yeah.
I like the herby taste of weed. I like that. So that taste with like a sweeter type of vibe.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the earth made cookies.
Mine is, my favorite strain is Hippie Crasher.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Hippie Slayer. And it reminds me of a stinky person just
Mm-hmm.
walking in a room, and then they left, and a smell was lingering behind.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like that in weed. Like, I don't know why that association is connected, but it was like, this shit stink.
Nice. And like with the nasty bit. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
You like a skunky smell then?
Yeah, I like the skunk
fair,
here,
fair.
the more pungent, you know.
That'll stick on you. Have you tried permanent marker?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
We had a permanent marker crossed with San Fernando Valley OG.
Yeah, San Fernando Valley is a dark one.
You didn't have no socks on out there. That shit was a power. That was what we had it. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, there's a strain, high altitude, I think grows brain stain.
Okay.
The whole store
Brain steak.
smelled crazy. I was like,
Hey, who
yo,
the fuck we coming up with these names? Yo?
men. Because I'm not trying to sell no lemon titty sprinkles. I'm not trying to sell no dirty squirt. I'm not trying to, what do you, stop. Give me some respect. Do me a favor. I don't want to sell that.
She said, I've never heard of that one.
Dirty
I
squirt?
don't think I want to smoke
Dirty
that
squirt?
one. Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
It was a good strain. I smoked
Had
it. But
or smoked it before. I've never had
nah,
neither.
but Shana and I have had this conversation before. It's like, if give it I'm not selling nothing with no titties in it.
Well, there was one titty sprinkles that was like, I think that was like a breast cancer awareness.
Oh,
one.
okay.
But I think
But then the bottles, right?
What?
The bottle should, she said that's acceptable. If it's for breast cancer, the bottle should be pink. Put the little breast cancer thing on there, and
I think it
I'll
was.
sell titties all day long. All right, but if it's just a man calling it, here are my titty sprinkles, I'm not smoking that, big man. You got to change the name.
Okay, I can dig that.
All right.
All right. Well, we already know what you like to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't venture down that. But
Yeah.
what's your favorite anime? Yeah, tell me what you like. That's what she said. There you
All
go.
right, I'm thinking I don't want to be. All right, I'm going to say for now, JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
It's probably, if people watch anime, they're like, that's a generic answer. But the reason why is because the art, the fighting choreography is really good. The story is kind of annoying me right now. But like, I even have a JJK tattoo. I got one on my spine. I was very serious about that.
Okay.
And I feel like the story, like the way that they draw it is very, very beautiful. So I would say JJK for those three reasons. Especially the first two seasons. I feel like the author kind of didn't know what he was doing in the third season. But the first two,
Good.
I'm there for that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say JJK, and I'll be firm
All right,
on that.
That's it. JJK. There you have it.
All right, I said what I said. All right, fight me.
That's fine.
I watched a grown man cry over Attack on Titan. And I was like,
I heard this shit had people emotional. And I was like,
and
okay.
I do like freak out and cry over things. Like I watched The Substance the other day, like which was a horror movie.
Substance.
That-
With Demi Moore.
That freaked me the heck out.
Yeah,
it was
that
good.
was-
It was good, like body horror and all that other stuff. And like I wasn't really fucking with it at first, but it was really like everything down to even the way that they filmed it, the sound. Like you could hear people eating in the movie, and like it was off-putting.
It was. So I was watching it with this girl, and she was like, "I don't like this movie. It's so misogynistic."
But that's kind of the point.
And I was like, she was like, I said, all right, cool. So we stopped watching it. And then I was like, but I'm going to finish watching it. And I watched it the next day, and I was like, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to go back and watch this.
And it's important. Like I didn't like watching it either, but the message is very important. The fact that you literally just feel like, oh, I need to be younger. I need that whole body horror and that third thing, an abomination.
Yeah, that's sure.
An abomination. I was like,
She put the mask on. And
I said, turn this shit
I
off.
was like,
Oh my God.
I was sitting there watching it by myself. Like, what the fuck?
Freaked out. Now, when Shotty came out the spine, I was
Yeah,
already
that
done.
was-
When the third Shotty came out the spine, I said, wrap it up.
Yeah, this is
Wrap
was
it
a
up.
lot. That was-
Lights.
Who thought of this? Like, who the fuck?
Someone who actually is looking at what Hollywood is.
That's a good point.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a strange movie to watch.
Right.
But
yeah.
all right, well that's the show.
All right.
That's it. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
We finally did it. Like I said, we've been lining this up for a while.
Yeah.
so
I'm really
glad
happy that we got through
We
with
got
this.
to it. Yeah, that's good. Well, you got Instagram?
Do we have Instagram?
Yes, we do.
We do, yeah.
Okay.
The high bar. It's just the high bar.
I think it's just the
It's just the high bar.
Just the high bar.
No VT. No, just. I'll find it. I'll find
Not
it.
yet.
All right, cool. You want to tell where to find you on your personal Instagram?
Yes, you can
Okay.
find me at the Inquisitive Magi. Okay, yes, you can. All right, and my handle is Crystal Magi on Instagram.
Okay.
And Threads. Threads is popping. People need to get on Threads. Threads is
Okay.
hilarious.
Okay.
All right, and that's the name of my podcast. Is also.
She was ready for that.
That's it. Okay, I will plug.
Hey,
I will
we
plug.
ready for the plug.
All right, find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Podcasts, whatever. Audible. There we go. At the Inquisitive Magi.
The Inquisitive Magi.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and thank y'all for listening. Greatly appreciate y'all tuning in every week. Yeah, we got some more coming up soon. Got some things about to take place. It's nice outside. Plants are starting to grow, so about to have some things happen. So, but yeah, again, thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all know the drill. Y'all stay blazing and stay amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, or whatever Mr. Rogers was
Yeah, that's
saying.
what I want to. That would be the Rogers, Mr. Rogers guy of weed. I'm gonna have the Bob Barker, and Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the mode.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I would say, like, when I get high, it's like a very, like, wholesome thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
And Bob Barker for the adults. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go out to disco, like when I go to events, I hit them with the big joint microphone.
Oh yeah, we saw you at the.
All right, so you sound good.
Okay.
Oh shit, this is my dog Dusty. That's my dog right there.
Samples. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
Look
I know
at
that
that.
pre-roll. I know that pre-roll.
That's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's gonna knock your socks
That's
off.
great.
Tell you.
Look at your hustles coming through.
Dog, I ain't gonna even hold you up. Sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm tired of this shit. But then shit like that happens. Like,
Yeah.
where
The
it's
universe
like,
is just like, hey, but you see how your work is coming through.
Yeah, so I just gotta keep it moving.
All right.
Keep it moving. So,